It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Gets through and now an opening. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Topper. Squeeze, double. High 7, let's go. 57, Mike 57. Hey, keep it up.
And that'll be accepted, of course.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. Watch the boot. Ready, go.
Cook following the penalty. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Seam 6. I'm coming after you. Ready.
Looking to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. They'll set up a throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready. Mark 57. Yes. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Got to do better. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
You ready? 42, Mike 42. I got you, son. I got you, son.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
60 or. Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. Hey.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Off play action. Herbert, he'll buy some time right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 24.
Exit.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me go.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
42. Mike, check Mike 42. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Mike 42.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Let's go, baby. Now. 50 seconds.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Hightower, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into cover.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
42's the mic. 42's the mic. Hey, Haywood. Go. 42's the mic. Go out. Check. Down.
Looking to throw. Herbert is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike 42, ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Mike 42, Mike 42. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
To throw again. Herbert. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Spiller. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. Cook able to escape. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again. Herbert. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
This is Spiller refusing to go down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
X3, 218, chop. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset?
It's caught inside the 25. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
General, West, Alpha, ready, go.
2nd and 10. And it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun. Herbert, that's caught at the 3. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scott Miller, 78 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Patriots 22.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off play action. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Go! 57. Mike, 57. Too little, count. Check. Lucky. Kill. Ready.
Again, it's Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay, ready. Check, ready. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, you got 3 down. Check 4. 80 weapon. Hayward.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They run it again with Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant, set high. Check 43, lock it. Exit. Stand up. You ain't going nowhere.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I got him. Check 52. Protein spin. 50. Go. 52. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
2nd and 9 now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, the win gets them a step closer.